All right, YouTube, if you're watching this in the future, man, just know it's about to get real. Well, okay. First off, I just want to say that we've been getting into a little bit different types of videos recently. Not just scary videos, not just cop videos, not just food videos, but no, we've been trying to get into these videos of disasters, tragedies, random events that just kind of popped up out of nowhere, affected the nation negatively. And I've heard this story. I've heard this story many times before, and the fact that this story is published is pretty interesting. It's a fascinating story, and yeah, the fact that this story is not talked about as much really baffles me. But yeah, this is gonna be the story of Travis the Chimp. If you know who Travis the Chimp is, you already know the story, but yeah, we're gonna get right into it. So yeah, also, I just wanted to shout out Fascinating Horror. This account on YouTube, I mean, if I'm not, oh yeah, I'm not subscribed. I don't know how I'm not subscribed. These people kill it. These people kill it on YouTube. Go subscribe to Fascinating Horror if you can.
On the 16th of February 2009, at around 3:40 PM, an adult male chimpanzee named Travis, who had been kept as a beloved and pampered pet for many years, went berserk.
Look at how scary this motherfucker looks. Like, he looks like he could love you, but if you saw that face looking at you in the middle of the night, nah, man. I'm not doing it. He looks creepy, man.
Berserk, mauling and severely injuring a 55-year-old woman. This prolonged assault continued until police arrived on scene and shot Travis dead. What triggered the violent attack will forever remain a mystery. Travis was born at a chimpanzee sanctuary in Missouri on October 21st, 1995. He was soon adopted by Sandra and Jerome Herold, who named him after their favourite singer, Travis Tritt. The Herolds raised Travis at their home in Stamford, Connecticut, where he was treated as a much-loved pet. He would ride with the Herolds as they went to work or went shopping, and would pose for photos in their truck.
Aww.
He was well known and liked by the residents of the town.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest, he looks pretty cute right here. In the last photo, he looked terrifying, but he definitely does look pretty cute right here. Like, if I saw this motherfucker, I'm not thinking he's gonna rip my throat out.
Was even the subject of a great deal of love and affection from local law enforcement, who saw him as a quirky but lovable pet. Neighbour Tony Macari even used to wrestle with Travis on a regular basis. He noted that the animal was always extremely careful when playing and knew when to stop.
Aww.
Indeed, according to Tony Macari, Travis listened to instructions better than his own nephews.
What?
Travis could dress himself, water plants, feed hay to the Herald's horses,
What?
eat at a table with the rest of the family, and drink wine from a glass.
So he is
He could
a
use
genius.
keys to open doors and log into the family computer to look at pictures.
Oh my god.
He watched baseball on television and used the remote control to change channels.
What?
He brushed his own teeth.
Wait. This is a monkey? Wait. He's sitting there watching baseball, and then he's like, alright, I'm gonna go wash my car. He goes outside and washes the fucking car. Like, bro, this is crazy. Why did I not think that monkeys are that smart? Like, I obviously knew that they were smart. I saw a video of a monkey shooting an AK. But, like, what the fuck? Like smart enough to where they understand what's going on in baseball? Like, that's crazy.
And drove a car once or twice, and even learned the schedule of local ice cream trucks so that he knew when to expect one of his favourite treats. Indeed, Travis was so well behaved and capable that he starred in several commercials for brands which included Pepsi and Old Navy.
What?
He was a guest on the Maury Povich show, and was even featured in a television pilot that never got off the ground. All things considered, he had quite a career. One or two incidents do stand out from this otherwise glowing track record. In October 2003, for example, Travis was riding in the Herald's car when he was hit by an object thrown by a passing pedestrian. The chimp let himself out of the car and chased the offending individual, who fled the scene, a sensible move when confronted with a 200-pound angry chimp.
Wait, he weighs 200 pounds? Wait. This little monkey is 200 pounds? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. This guy is 200 pounds? Like, how does that make any sense that he's that? Bro, I weigh over 200 pounds, but I'm just saying, like, it's not far off from what I weigh. I'm 6'4". What the fuck? That's crazy.
And a slapstick chase ensued wherein they would tempt Travis back into the car with cookies, ice cream, and macadamia nuts, only for Travis to immediately let himself out again once he'd had a snack. He chased officers playfully around the car and held up traffic for several hours. It was only once he became tired that he was eventually subdued with a tranquilizer dart. Although nobody was injured, this incident did lead to a tightening of regulation. Thereafter, anyone who wished to own an exotic pet in the state of Connecticut would have to apply for a permit. This law was, however, not enforced on the Heralds, since they had owned Travis for so long. In a separate incident, a woman who lived in the same area as the Heralds alleged that Travis bit her and tried to pull her into a car sometime in 1996. While this does seem like a more serious cause for concern, no record of the incident can be found, despite the woman noting that she reported it to the police. Despite these blips, Travis was considered by one and all to be harmless, well socialized, and charming. That all changed on the 16th of February 2009. By this time, sadly, Jerome Herald had died of cancer, and the family towing business was run largely by 70-year-old Sandra Herald. She was assisted in this by employee and friend Charla Nash, who helped run the business, look after Travis, and keep Sandra's personal life in order. On this particular day, Travis had taken Sandra's car keys and left the house.
What?
Sandra called Charla so that she could come over and help her tempt the chimp back inside. Charla, who was very familiar with the animal, took one of his favourite toys, a Tickle Me Elmo doll, and went outside the house. The moment Travis set eyes on her, he launched a vicious attack, biting and tearing at her face and hands.
What?
Against the 200-pound, muscle-bound animal, Charla was completely defenseless. Sandra did her best to save her friend. She hit Travis with a shovel and stabbed him with a butcher knife, an act which caused her great emotional distress. Travis had been a beloved pet and family member for more than a decade at this point.
Wow.
Stabbing him was, she reported, as painful as putting a knife in her own body. Despite this intervention, the attack did not stop.
Wow, what
Sandra
the
called
fuck?
911 and told the operator what was happening. Here's a clip of the call, in the background of which Travis's demented screams can still be heard.
Dude, so stabbing him and fucking hitting him in the head with a big ass shovel didn't stop the attack? You know how crazy that is? As a human, bro, a fucking human, if you stab somebody, yeah, their adrenaline can keep going, but you stab them and hit them in the head with a fucking big metal item, like, I mean, holy shit, that seems like that should stop it. But let's listen to the call, though. Let's listen to the call, honestly. We know this is about to be terrifying.
Time for 911, where's your emergency?
This is Sandy. 231 Rock River Road.
Oh my god!
Police. Send the police.
What's the problem there?
You can hear the monkey.
The chimp killed my friend.
What's the problem with your friend?
Oh, please.
What's the problem with your friend? I need to know.
Holy shit.
With a gun. With a gun. Hurry up.
Oh my god, bro, what the fuck? You can hear the monkey fucking just going crazy in the background. You couldn't even hear the woman who's being attacked. You could just hear the monkey screaming like how monkeys do. Like, holy shit, that's so terrifying.
Following that distressing call, police and an ambulance were dispatched to the house. The paramedics arrived first, but had to wait for police backup before they could approach. Travis ceased his attack as the first police car arrived on scene. Blood-drenched but calm, he approached the police cruiser and tried to open the door, then smashed one of the wing mirrors. He then walked around to the driver's side door and opened it, at which point the officer inside discharged several rounds from his handgun into Travis at close range. It is a mark of the terrifying strength and power of an average adult male chimpanzee that Travis did not die immediately.
What?
Instead, he returned to the house, where he succumbed to his wounds in front of his cage.
You didn't even die from
Charla's wounds were very nearly fatal.
What?
They were so severe that the hospital staff who treated her received counselling after doing so.
Oh my
She had
god.
lost her hands, nose, eyes, lips, and mid-face bone structure, and received significant brain tissue injuries. Doctors reattached her jaw, but could not save her sight. She
Holy
was left with
shit.
scar tissue that barely resembled a human face. The extreme nature of her injuries made her a candidate for experimental face and hand transplants. Charla bravely agreed to these procedures, which were initially successful, although her transplanted hands had to be removed after she developed an infection. While she will never make a full recovery,
Wow.
she is able to live with some degree of independence.
Wow.
In order to raise funds to pay for her astronomical medical bills, her family started a trust fund. Charla also appeared on the Oprah Winfrey Show. She routinely speaks about the responsible ownership of exotic pets. Chimpanzees, she says, should not be kept by anyone.
Oh my god.
Sandra Herold died a little more than a year after the incident, her health likely affected by the massive pending lawsuit against her and the
Wow.
stress of a terrible, violent attack against a close friend.
She was alright though.
She passed away after suffering an aortic aneurysm and was buried along with Travis's cremated remains. That leaves only the mystery of why Travis did what he
Dude, holy shit. It was her monkey and she was completely fine. But just the stress of having, to deal with that. Like, hey, that was my monkey that did that. A year later, she died of an aneurysm. That's fucking crazy.
did. There may have been several contributing factors. On the day of the attack, for example, Charla had a new hairstyle, and so may have been unrecognizable to the chimp. Seeing a complete stranger with one of his favorite toys might have scared him into lashing out. In addition to this, Xanax was found in his system during an autopsy. Before her death, Sandra confirmed that she had given the chimp Xanax-laced tea early on the day of the attack in an attempt to calm him down. The medication can, however, occasionally cause paradoxical reactions in the short term.
Wow.
These include hallucinations, aggression, rage, and mania. While these things may have been a factor in Travis's shocking attack, there is also the simple fact that he was a wild animal, and always would be. However close to being a human he seemed, he was not one. No human could ever truly know or understand him, and to treat a wild creature of such great strength
Holy
and
shit.
power as a pet was always a risky.
For a second, I was looking at this lady and I'm like, she doesn't look that bad. Then I realized they literally had to put this face on her. That's not her real face. They literally had to put this fucking face on her. That's how crazy this attack was. I was looking at her and I'm like, her face looks normal. Then I realized this is all plastic surgery. Like, bro, what the fuck?
Thing to do.
Holy shit, man. Like I said, man, the story of Travis the Chimp is not the fluffy story that you think it's going to be. It's not the playful, cool chimpanzee that just hung out with everybody and did chores with them. No. But I heard about this story a long time ago. This story happened years ago, years ago at this point. Apex are out.